Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about Indian Constitution in Social Science, which is our lesson number 3, and this is the second video. So we studied about this table or these rules in the first video. We came to know about the different rules or rights for which are given to us by the Indian Constitution. Now, what exactly is the Constitution? We will learn that in the today's video. First of all, why there was a need to frame the set of rules? We all know that Britishers used to rule our country before our country became independent. For how long did the Britishers rule over our country? They came to our country in 1600 something AD and they ruled our country for 200 long years. Okay, so they had a separate set of rules for ruling our country. But since India achieved independence, we can say our leaders at that time, they decided that we should have our separate set of rules. We cannot go along or go with the rules which were framed by the British. So they decided to have a different set of rules for the people of our country to administer or to carry on the administration of our country. So they decided to say, make a rule book, which they named, we can say, as Constitution. Now, you can understand that for framing a single rule, how many, for example, now, say for example, in your class, you have got monitors, okay, to rule to take care of your class so that nobody makes noise in the absence of teachers. There are not only class monitors, you must be having uniform monitors, you must be having Hindi speaking monitors. Then, there are several other places also where monitors or prefects are posted so that the rules and regulations are properly carried out in the school, or we can say the administration of the school runs smoothly. So in a small institution like a school, when we need so many people or so many students, they are assigned different jobs so that the rules and regulations of the school are carried out properly. Okay, we are just talking about a small school. So you can understand, if it is a very large country like ours, definitely several set of rules are needed. So what happened? The leaders, those who became the leaders of our independent India, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, etc. They decided to frame different set of rules, completely different from the Britishers. So what did they do? They assigned this task of making different rules for many things in the country. Different we can say committees were appointed for making these rules. So you can understand it must be a very long process. Okay, so we can say our country got independence on 15th of August 1947. Okay, which we celebrate as our Independence Day. Okay, why do we celebrate 26th January? It is our Republic Day. Okay, what do you mean by Republic? It means on that day, our constitution came into existence. Our own rules, that means rules which were framed by our own leaders, Indian leaders, that came into existence, or from then on, okay, our country started being administered on the basis of the rules which were framed by our own leaders. So that is why 26th January 1950, you can understand from 1947 to 1950, it is roughly 2 years. So 2 years they took, these committees they took for setting these rules for our country. So we can say that the Constitution is a set of rules, it's a systematic compilation or a combination of set of rules to run the government of a country. Okay. Constitution can be written or unwritten form. Our constitution starts with a preamble. What is preamble? Now, in all your textbooks or many times in your fair books, you draw a index which tells you, which explains you or lets you know what is the content of the textbook. What all different chapters are there in your textbook. So our constitution also starts with a preamble, which is like an introduction to our constitution. Now, how was the Constitution of India formed? The Constitution of India is the statement of national goals and aims such as democracy, secularism, socialism, national unity, etc. The Constituent Assembly was established. It started working from 9th December 1946, even before the independence. So, this Constituent Assembly was formed of prominent and distinguished scholars and leaders. Prominent means very important. Distinguished scholars, that means who must be scholar, who must be very intelligent in their fields. Their political vision was foresight and incorporated in the constitution. Political vision, that means they could think very very far. बहुत आगे की सोच थी उनकी. And foresight, they could understand that if certain rules are framed, that would be followed for years and years or maybe decades. So it was incorporated in the constitution. Leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc. These all leaders were there who provided their guidance for framing the constitution. Frank Anthony represented the Anglo-Indian community and H.P. Modi represented the Parsi community. The committee had previous constitution scholars like Alladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, K.M. Munshi, etc. So, we can see there were several leaders, okay, and scholars, intelligent people, important people who helped to frame our constitution. Okay, so you can understand how difficult task it would be, and if you are in a group, if you are friends, then also if you 4 or 5 people also cannot come to a conclusion if there is a situation to be handled. कोई किसी बात पे कुछ discussion हो रहा हो तो many times it happens कि 2-3 लोगों की भी राय सेम नहीं होती है, 2-3 लोगों का भी ओपिनियन सेम नहीं होता है. So you can just think it must have taken so much effort for these people, okay, to jointly come to an opinion, jointly form rules. So here we end our second video of Indian Constitution. We will go to the third video for further explanation. Till then, thank you everyone.